Max got you covered.
Beautiful people, what is up and how y'all doing? Back from the gym after getting that workout in. This is Valentine the Plug. And wow, I haven't said that in a while. This is Valentine the Plug, and I am so glad to be back talking to y'all again. It's been a hot minute. I left again. This is probably not going to be the last time I left, because at this point you just have to accept that life is not predictable and things are gonna be thrown onto your path, and you're just gonna have to deal with them. In my case, it was a big move to a big apartment. I have my dedicated studio room. It took some time to get that right. So there's a lot of stuff I want to talk to y'all about. So let's take the time to do that. And after that, we're just gonna make some beats. In a nutshell, so a couple of videos ago, I told y'all that I got a new apartment. So like somewhere half June, we started a big move, started renovating the entire place, putting the floor in, decorating the walls and that kind of stuff. Took a while to get it right, but we got it right. Then we moved. I busted my knee, so that meant I couldn't go to the gym for 6 weeks because that shit had to heal. So then I had to start, getting my studio set up, and the acoustics were so garbage. I got so frustrated, but eventually I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make my own acoustic panels. Took a while, took some money, but I finally found out how far I'm willing to go when money is not an issue. So I have my dedicated studio space, and I'm super proud of that. And other than that, your boy's doing fine. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling happy. I'm still working on my mental maintenance. I'm going to the gym again finally. So I'm just getting back into my routine. I really need to get started posting beats again, networking, getting on Instagram, getting my name out there again, but all in due time. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a race. I'm just following my path. You know what I mean? So the studio. Christ, it's dark in here. Let me go and fix that first. So as y'all can see, I pretty much went all out with this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got a lot of acoustic panels, man. And this is what happens when money isn't an issue and passion is the motivator. This investment was definitely worthwhile. In the next video, when I feel like taking all the panels off, I might just do a clap test. If you have any questions about how I made these panels, how I hang them, the effect, just drop your question in the comments and I'll get back to that, I promise. So when it comes to this home studio, I'm actually not just very happy, I'm also very proud. I was kind of second guessing myself. I mean, the main question that I had was it even worth investing in a studio when music isn't making you money? And I realized that I ask myself that question every time I spend money to go to studio sessions, every time I buy VSTs, every time I try to invest into something that I genuinely love. And I just wonder to myself, how would this look like if money wasn't a factor? So I decided money was not a factor. I decided not to cheap out on everything, and this is what I got. I got a almost perfect home studio. Sure, it won't meet the professional quality standards, but it's good enough for me. I can make music here confidently, knowing that my mixes are going to be decent, knowing that the beats I produce here, I can take them to other studios and they're going to be just as banging as they sound in my studio. So I am proud, I am content, I am happy, I am satisfied. I feel vindicated that I managed to defeat all of those counter arguments in my head. So man, this is a dub for me. This is definitely a dub. So I came up with this neat little chord progression, and there are a couple of tips that I just want to give y'all to spice up your chord progression, you know, as far as you're not applying them, because I'm assuming that you've been watching a lot of tutorials, and trust me, what I'm about to say you has been said before by producers that are better than me or better at explaining than I am, but I just want to give you that quick reminder. First of all, strum. And that is to have it sound natural, because there's nobody that manages to hit all notes at the same velocity the entire time. So strum your note in FL. That's basically Control Alt, Control A, select them, then Alt and S to strum them. It's really simple. So the chord progression originally sounded like this. And it's fine, but when I transferred to the archtop guitar, I decided to invert the chords. So inverting chords is a very important technique, because that just gives you a different sound, that gives you more tension in the chord. It basically transforms the chord into something that, you know, may be better fitting to your mood. I can't exactly explain or predict what it'll do for you. I just want to give you the advice, experiment with it, trust me. Then there's like the age-old technique of kind of arpeggiating your chords. What you do, you take notes of your chords, you arpeggiate them, and it sounds like this. And of course, passing notes, you know, they add the seasoning to your beat. They add that little bit of emotion. Now, the cool thing that I do, and that is something that comes with my VST, you know, they have articulations. You can actually program hammer-ons, and, you know, with this particular chord, this note, oh my God, I love it. So basically, my VST, which is Evolution Jazz Archtop, I'm saying this right now, a lot of people that make guitar beats in the box, as in the DAW, they use either Ample Sound guitars or Impact Soundworks or Orange Tree samples. But anyways, this is basically, it has an option that allows me to program these articulations. So, you know, cop that or do whatever you can to get that. It definitely is the sauce for my guitar beats. So the way I got my tempo set up, it's looking to be an R&B and drill beat, which is entirely fine, by the way. But I kind of have been noticing that I'm yearning to just make something else and try something else on YouTube again. Even though I just know that R&B and drill, I like this kick. So at this point, I can kind of confidently say that the beat is done. When I really have to ask myself what I want to add, it's best to just consider it done. And there's always room to come back and add these little tidbits for seasoning. But I got a bass, I got the beat is telling me something, you know, when the beat tells me something, that's when I know that I've got something. So at this point, anything adding to that would probably be a detriment, so forget all that. So yeah, we are just gonna wrap this up. I am glad to be back, and I hope that I've been able to entertain you, give some tips here and there. And this is definitely meaning that there's going to be another video. So I'm gonna see you in the next video, beautiful people. Peace out, take care of yourself.